Hello again, this is MrDerpinati, and today we'll be discussing the 5 main reasons why I will not last on YouTube. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Number 1, I am too serious. I'm too serious about some things and YouTube has become one of them. In my joke video, I'm quitting, what I said about it has become more of a task for me. It was not false, like, I was really describing YouTube. It has become another of one of my many tasks I want to do. Of course, I am still having fun, but overall it's a task for me. Although I'm not serious about everything, I am too serious about YouTube, and it stresses me out a lot, and it puts me into burnout. For example, some games I'm also too serious about. I keep spreadsheets, notes, and other documents, timetables about how I can become better. And arguably, yes, that could be a good habit, so I can always become the best gamer. But after a long time, it becomes more of a task rather than having fun. I also have a 430-day streak on Duolingo. Once I start, I cannot stop. Another analogy would be how Subaru from ReZero, after one of his deaths at the mansion, this is kind of a minor spoiler, he tries too hard and ends up exhausted. But in my case, it's burnout. I also check YouTube Studios way too much, and I end up refreshing every 5 minutes just to see if my subscriber count has increased or not, which wastes a lot of my time, and links to next point. Number 2. Too much time. YouTube was always supposed to be like a secondary hobby for me, but then I spend more time doing YouTube than other things. Procrastination is a big problem for me, though recently I have tried and been relatively successful to overcome it. To be honest, I never planned to go into YouTube full time in the future, since that would probably mean sacrificing other things, such as studying, and as someone who has not experienced failure enough, I don't particularly want to fail or sacrifice things. But especially as I age, I will have to spend less and less time on YouTube to focus on subjectively more important things. Which links to the next point. 3. School. As I age, school will become harder and harder, and yes, although I am learning ahead for some subjects, only in maths, that will mean I have to dedicate more times to things like homework, just revision in general, practicing, remembering questions, digesting the knowledge and information, etc., etc. So currently, I do not have to do homework on the weekends since I manage to do all of them during the week, which is quite a good thing, probably, so I have time to do YouTube. But after sitting at my computer for 4 hours non-stop recording videos so I can do daily uploads for the next week, it just feels laborious and empty inside. I certainly have improved my time management, and one of my main reasons for doing daily uploads is to challenge myself to balance school and YouTube. And it is true that YouTube has helped my public speaking, but public speaking can only get me so far. Also, inevitably, when I get into sixth form or slash college or university, I will inevitably have no time for YouTube and most likely will have to quit. Number 4. Living up to expectations. Just as Technoblade once said, the reason why he stopped playing Bed Wars was because he got too good. He got the world record win streak, meaning that if he ever lost, people would just say he's bad. The very best have to live with the constant pressure of living up to the constant rising expectations of everyone, and once again, this leads to burnout. I am of course not the very best, but after learning Godbridge, I self-imposed on myself to learn Telebridge. Sure, that expectations don't come from you guys, but eventually it will spread, probably. I have very high expectations for myself, which is both a good and bad thing. It means that I could achieve great heights, but as most things are, it is a double-edged sword. The higher I climb, the harder it is to get back down, the less help I will get from others, and the more I will have to rely on myself, and the more pressure if I stop improving because I keep thinking I can be better. Perhaps this is what leads YouTubers into depression and anxiety. I also have to live up to the standards of myself and others at school, since if you don't know, a lot of the times when someone gets higher than me in the test, they're all like, OMG, I beat MrDerpinati in this random subject. It puts a lot of pressure on that person. It doesn't make you seem like a good human. Sure, you can compare yourself if you want, just don't make a racket about it. Number 5. I have a short attention span. I get bored quite easily, and at this stage, Minecraft is getting relatively boring. Since I'm not progressing much with telebridging, I get a lot of tips, and I don't listen, I don't do what they say, but I'm merely afraid of my inabilities and of failure, which I have mentioned above previously that I don't have much experience in. A similar story to basically learning telebridge would be learning piano. 5 years ago, I wouldn't listen to anyone and just play the pieces as fast as possible, since that was how I thought the pieces sounded nice. It took me 9 years of learning piano to realize that if I play it slowly first and then perfect it, playing it faster will sound better. Though this time, I decided for myself. No one told me to do it because I don't take piano lessons anymore. So I'm very headstrong, basically stubborn. Recently, I also quit playing one of the games I really liked. The game was quite out of content since it's still in development. Yes, it is Genshin Impact I'm talking about. Farming for artifacts, weapons, talent ascension materials, blah blah blah. It got boring, so I stopped playing it. Another example would be Terraria, which I have been playing slash watching for 7 to 8 years now. I haven't played it in ages since single player also does not interest me as much anymore since it's kind of boring. And it does also do very well on YouTube, which is my next point. I grew my channel from playing Minecraft and I could get bored of Minecraft at any moment. I know someone who did get bored of Minecraft and they lost a lot of subscribers really quickly. A lot of other people have quit Minecraft since they got bored, and I mean, fair enough. I'm getting bored too, but that's another reason why I'm not going to last on YouTube. Once I get bored of YouTube, what other game could I play that people would enjoy equally as much? If I switch to a game, not everyone will be happy about it. Magic Muffin Boy once advised me to stick to one type of video a long time ago, and I get his point, but doing a variety of things, although it does make your growth slower, it could introduce your audience to new things, or just widen your audience diversity. So overall, I would say I could probably carry on doing YouTube for maybe 1 or at least at most 2 years before I get either tired of Minecraft, too burnt out beyond recover due to being too serious or failing behind in school, or for not spending enough time studying and failing to meet my expectations. Thank you for watching this video. Despite this being released on April Fool's Day, this video was quite a serious video. I suppose you could consider it like a double or reverse psychology, since probably most people expected a joke, but actually they didn't get the video they were thinking they were going to get. Everything said in this video is true, and unfortunately, eventually I might have to delete my channel. I don't know at the moment how strong my addiction to YouTube is at the moment, but deleting my channel will be a fail-safe plan, and it would hopefully eradicate its existence so I don't have to carry on thinking about it. Hopefully it does not come to this though, and hopefully I will be able to control myself and hopefully manage my time better.